back to the YouTube channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and tonight is my official thoughts on Tallyn Da Silva becoming a current player who's looking to leave the West Tigers and basically is looking to switch rival clubs effective immediately, even though I thought it may have been from 2026 and onwards. But I was watching NRL 360 just before, and James Hooper, well, I think Dave Riccio actually more said it himself, that by next Monday, Da Silva will leave the club, the West Tigers that is, and will join a new club, effective immediately. So that's what they're saying right now. And the main reason why Da Silva wants to leave the West Tigers is because he does not want to be behind Api Korosia for another year or two, as Api's their captain and obviously getting a bit older, but he's still playing great footy. But Da Silva obviously believes he's a bit better than a reserve grade player and a backup hooker, which I agree with him on. I mean, he's young, obviously, but he's very talented, and I've watched him a couple of times in reserve grade, and you can tell his potential's way higher than a couple of other blokes in that competition. So, yeah, I think Da Silva definitely deserves a starting chance. At what club, I don't know, but he's definitely not short of numbers, though, because there is a few clubs that are keen on his signature from now, actually, or next year if it doesn't work out immediately. But as always, though, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you all to those who have helped me reach my goal of 5,450 subscribers. That was the channel goal, so I appreciate it heaps. And we're on the way to 5,500 now. So yeah, that's the next ideal channel goal. So 5,500. So again, thank you for all the new support. It means a lot. But yeah, Da Silva's obviously a Tigers junior and whatever, so it really makes it puzzling to why the Tigers would not fight to keep him. But anyway, here we go. Let's get into the video. So yes, Da Silva is a Campbelltown junior, obviously been through the Tigers pathways from a very long time. I think he won I don't know what grade it was, but he's won a premiership in the Tigers lower grades as a junior with Lachlan Galvin in that team as well. And I think Lau Leahy, or both of them, or maybe Kit Lau Leahy, but he's had a very successful time in the Tigers pathways for the past couple of years, put it that way. And yeah, I don't know, it's a weird situation with the Tigers because they should have built their future around Lachlan Galvin and Tallyn Da Silva, because both these guys are obviously very young, full of talent and potential. And yeah, I just think, I don't know how Tigers can be so, well, I don't think they want to lose both of them. That's the thing, but it just sounds like they're not really prioritizing them lot enough as juniors of the club. But especially Da Silva, I think Da Silva actually wants to stay at the West Tigers, but he probably wants to leave now just because he can't get that starting opportunity at the club. Now, obviously, when players, who are young want to start and whatever, yes, normally people say, oh, you got to bide your time, you got to try and still develop for another couple of months or years. But I think it comes to a point where it's obvious a player who may be young deserves a chance of starting in first grade regularly. And I do believe Tallyn Da Silva is that sort of player. Like I touched on before, he's too good to be a reserve grade player week in, week out. And yeah, his class is definitely very visible in reserve grade. So I know Api's a great player. It's very hard to replace a premiership winner who's done a lot for the game and has been a great signing for the Tigers despite the bad times they've gone through. Yeah, it's very hard to replace someone like Api with a youngster like Da Silva. But what can you do? I guess Da Silva does not want to be a jersey 14 or a backup hooker for the rest of his time at the Tigers until Api retires, which may be another 2 years if we're being honest. So yeah, so Da Silva wants to leave the Tigers, and that's fair enough, even though he doesn't want to. It's all about securing a better future and a better opportunity for himself, which I can't blame him for, to be fair. But the clubs that are interested in him are these couple of clubs. First up, I'll just knock it out of the way. Manly are a club that's definitely in the race for Tallyn Da Silva. And as a Manly fan myself, I'm very excited by this because I think Manly do need a better hooker. I know we have Gordon Chan-Kum Tong, Jazz Tavanga, Lachlan Croker, and Jake Simkin, but let's be real here. Gordon, I love Gordon, but he's had his chances, and I don't believe he's a regular first-grade player. Jazz Tavanga is not even an NRL hooker. Don't know why he's playing there, but he's only a lock and a lock at best. Lachlan Croker, yes, good clubman or whatever, and obviously he's done great things for Manly in the past, but let's face it, he's done, and all the injuries he's getting is definitely making him a lot more slower and a bit more predictable, as sad as that is. And Jake Simpkin, look, I like Simpkin a lot, and I believe he should be the 14 or something if Tallyn Da Silva does come to Manly. But I guess I guess Simpkin hasn't really solidified a place in that Manly team consistently just yet. Even though he's played every game for us so far this year, apart from the Gold Coast Titans game the week before. But, it's about time Manly get a quality number 9. I think for too long now we've persisted with a makeshift half, which is Lachlan Croker, who, to be fair, has really fixed our defence in the middle whenever he's played there. But like I'm saying right now, all these injuries have definitely made him a bit more predictable and have killed off his momentum to be the player that we all want him to be. So yeah, I don't know. I think Da Silva would be a great upgrade on all these guys, to be fair, and I'm very excited by it. So Tallyn, if you're watching this video, don't know if you watched the channel or not, but if you were, please come to Manly. I'm just giving it my best shot here right now, but come to Manly. I think you'd fit our spine perfectly with Jamal Fogarty coming next year. Joey Walsh is our future 7, as well as Ontini Large, who I think would know Da Silva quite well, being from the same area and playing the junior systems at the Tigers as well. So, look, it's been a long time since Manly have signed a really good, promising young player who's been proven to be a promising young player, which is Da Silva. So, I'm really holding out hope here we sign him because, next Monday, apparently he won't be a Tiger. So, I don't know how true that is, but that's what journalist David Riccio reported on NRL 360. So, we're not the favourites to sign Da Silva, but we're definitely a shot of getting him, so I hope we get him very soon. Next up, it's Parramatta Eels. They are the favourite to sign and Tallyn Da Silva. Now, Parramatta makes sense for Da Silva, I guess, because I guess Parramatta don't have a starting hooker themselves just yet. I know Riley Smith is probably their best hooker at the club right now, but apparently the Eels are looking to make him the jersey 14 and make Da Silva their number 9 if he joins the club. But yeah, I don't know. They've already got a good hooker in Riley Smith. I feel like he's developing very nicely, and I just think that Parramatta would be better off starting him as their long-term 9 going forward. I mean, yeah, a 1-2 punch of Da Silva and, Riley Smith is very good to watch, but I think, compared to Manly, we don't really have that sort of exciting 9 at our club, and don't have that 9 that's, I guess, looking at a future type of thing with what we have right now. None of them are the future, in my opinion. So, whereas I think for Parramatta, Riley Smith is their future. So, don't know how he would feel if they signed Da Silva. But look, it would make a very good pickup for Parramatta. Parramatta are obviously developing a very solid 4-pack. They've signed Jack de Belin as well, apparently. So, they definitely are beefing up their 4-pack and making it a very solid 4-pack overall. So, if Parra signed Da Silva, I wouldn't be shocked. Good signing for them, to be fair. But, they've already got Riley Smith there, so I think he's going to be a good player for them going forward. But we'll see. I think Parra are the favourites, but they're definitely not sold him just yet. Now, Knights were in the box seat to sign Da Silva, but it sounds like that trade-off period with Tallyn Da Silva and Kai Pearce-Paul to join the club early, the West Tigers that is apparently gone cold now. The loan deal doesn't seem like it's going to happen with Da Silva to Newcastle. So, apparently it's gone all cold now. That's why Knights are probably at the bottom of contention for his signature now. But, the next club is the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, yes, they need a good 9 for next year. With Reece Robson leaving, they don't have a quality 9 coming up for next season in 2026. And, like all the other coaches so far and all the other clubs, Todd Payten has met with Tallyn Da Silva. I believe he may have met him last week when the Cowboys were in Sydney for the Roosters game. But, look, obviously the only thing that could prevent Da Silva going up to Cowboys is potentially how far he is away from Sydney and being in Townsville at a very young age. Don't know if that's something he would be excited for, but he may be because, he's out of the Sydney spotlight, I guess, and maybe he can, get a full-time starting chance at the Cowboys, which he's already guaranteed to get just because their main hooker, Reece Robson's gone. So yeah, look, I think Cowboys are another solid option for Tallyn Da Silva. They've been after a couple of hookers recently, like Reid Marnie and Corey Pakes, apparently, but they are also very keen on Tallyn Da Silva. So it's a big battle there between both Manly, Para, and also Cowboys. So don't know who the club that will get his signature, but I'm hoping it's Manly, obviously. I'm holding up hope, but yeah, those are the three clubs I believe are the best fits to sign in as of right now. But where do you see Tallyn Da Silva ending up, effective immediately or 2026? Don't know, but I think he'll be officially confirmed for a new club very soon either way. So where do you see Da Silva ending up? Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have a good rest of your night.